Hello.
Hello. Welcome back.
Now I can hear you. Can you, like I said, can you introduce your guys quickly?
Our guys or ourselves?
Yourself. Sorry.
Okay, so I'm polarized in game. I don't really know what to say. I've been playing Scriptum for 1 year, I think. Been in LNO a few months now. We're quite a new team. We've been playing this ladder and the previous one with Coalition Francophone, which is a regroupment of 5 teams now, I think.
How's that audio
And
guy?
some
Is that good?
indie players, just people from that don't necessarily have a team that want to play with us or that we like, so we just invite them during our games, and yeah, that's about it, I think.
All right. And you, Flavian, can you introduce yourself?
So I'm Flavian. I playing the game for 2 years, I think, from the beta. And yes, I play in Coalition Francophone with Powerlife since the start of Coalition. So same thing.
All right. I think I've got you both dialed in. So I've got a few questions I'll ask you. Feel free to, if Polarized, if you want to answer first, and then Flavian, if you go after, make it easier. So my first question to both you guys: are you pleased with tonight's results of both games?
Yes, definitely. I was even surprised on the second game because I did not thought we would be able to hold the first points, to be honest. But it seems the strategy with the 80 guns worked really well, and our logic guy that was the 80 miner did a really good job and destroyed, I think, 5 tanks, which is, by the way, for me, the MVP of the second round. Did the most damage, and first game we had a big advantage because we're on the French side, so just better tanks overall. So I think that's really what won us the first round. All the tank players.
And the guy who took out 5 tanks, that was Mamard, right? How do you pronounce his name?
Yep, Mamard.
Mamard, okay. But yeah, he did an incredible job. Was he part of clan LNO?
No, he's from FFI. He's
FFI.
The creator of FFI.
Okay, Flavian, what about you, my guy? What's your views on the results from both tonight's games?
For the second round, it's a perfect defense, I think, because we didn't lose the first point and made clear and ticket result. And for the first one, I think we can be better on the attack on the third point because we lost a lot of tickets and a lot of time, but we can't be perfect all the time. So I think it was a good game, and Bellum is quite good too, so we cannot take all the point by the time we'll count down before. And yes, Mama did a great job. Our tankers did a great job with French tank, and on the second round, our IT gunner did a great job too, with a pack gun and mine.
Yeah, I want to add as well that the defense of Parabellum was quite good too. We had a lot of troubles taking the first and third points, and yeah, I think that's really well. They did their best during the game.
Yeah, they did. In the first round, they did hold on very well. Moving on then to the strategy you guys employed tonight. Can you give us an overview of what your strategies were for both matches?
Yes. So,
yeah, to be honest, we don't really have like a set strategy. We just have some plans, basically. Like we tell the squads where to go at first, and then we kind of improvise. Honestly, there's not really that much strategy in our games. It's a lot of improvisation and just doing things during the game. Communication is very important in our team, and I think that's what won us the game tonight.
Okay.
There's not really any set strategy per se.
Okay, because as I was watching in the first match, it seems to be you had one squad on either side flank around the defenders and try cut off their reinforcements and then kind of like enclose on them. Was that on the fly determined, or did you kind of have that idea
That was
going into
that was part of the first plan. Yeah, that was part of it. But the rest, like, we just tell the squad where to go, and the rest is improvisation.
Yes.
Basically.
Yeah. All our squad leader are quite trained to um, lead the squad. So at the beginning of the match, commander say squad lead 1, you go there, and squad lead 2, you go there. And the squad leader can adapt from the enemies as there are in front of him, so they can call another squad to say, yeah, let's go push another way, so there is nobody there, and us, we continue to fight. So it's many communication and not a fixed plan, you know. If you take a fixed plan and it doesn't work, we lose the game. That's all, you know. We have to improvise all the time.
So yeah, you guys seem very flexible in that aspect. Have you practiced on this match in friendly tournaments or as a closed clan?
Yes, versus our
IR9. Yeah.
R9 and
And that's it. Only 2
BI.
rounds against them, and that's the
Yeah.
only training we had, basically. We usually do a lot more training, but for this round especially, we didn't have a lot of time. And we already had set matches on other maps in between, so we couldn't have more than that.
Okay, playing 2 matches in one night, I've got to imagine is a bit taxing. Was that a plan to do 2 matches? What led to doing 2 matches in one night?
It's simply easier, honestly, for us. Sure, it's more tiring, but there's less organization to do. So yeah, that's basically it.
Okay, fair enough. And in round 2, I saw at some point you guys, when you was defending, you had an MSP all the way in the north near the German main base. What was
Correct,
the goal of that MSP?
It was to allow the AT miner to do his work, basically. He could spawn on it, flying the tanks, and have a lot of flexibility around the enemy main. So that's it, really. It was almost only for him. And we had also 2 squads, 2 guys, rather, simply doing recon around the main, giving intel. I think intel is something really important in the way we play. We try to always have eyes on the enemy, know what they do. So yeah, that was the whole point of it.
All right, going back to round 1, you guys managed to take 3 caps, which was a lot. Did you realize how much of a ticket advantage you had after the first cap?
On the first round, yes, definitely, because our tanks were simply decimating the enemy tanks. We saw on, I don't know if it was yours or Wabbit's stream, that they had no tanks left at the end of the game. So I think that's simply it. Our tanks did an amazing job on the first round, and that's what won it.
Thank you for the follow, Slim. Okay, fair enough. I'll move on. Moving away from the strategy then. Coming into this match, was there anything about the Bellum team that you was worried about? A strength of that team, per se?
Yeah.
And how did you plan to counter that?
Yeah, we often play versus Bellum in training match before, and we know they really like to plan each detail, you know. For example, the CIB know the map, know the bushes on the map, know a lot of things on the map, and I think they're well prepared their tactics, but it's like
yeah, once the plan fail, it feels like they're kind of lost.
Yeah, and when the plan success, you can defend because their plan are very strong. But if you just resist a little bit than they expect, they are a little bit lost. You know, I think they don't know to adapt when the strategy completely failed. They were a strong strategist maker, but when the enemy team make some things that they didn't expect, they have kind problem to adapt, I think.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. And we kind of saw that in round 2. They came out strong, and it looks like they had an organized plan. But the moment you guys intercepted that plan, they kind of broke away, and there didn't seem to be as much coalition going on in the team until the very end, where they neutralized the cap. So you're saying because they're so fixated on a plan, it's hard for them to adapt once that plan gets knocked
Exactly,
off.
yeah, to adapt, improvise.
Yeah. Yeah, and we saw that tonight. Okay, then. Moving on from that, on tonight's performance, then on your side, is there anything you felt you could have done better as a team?
On the second round, I would say we did almost everything perfectly. But on the first round, there was definitely not enough communications, and that's why we had a lot of trouble attacking the first and third points because it needed a lot of communication from all the squads, and we had trouble having that at that moment. So yeah, I think communication was not good enough at all in the first round.
Where do you think that lack of communication came from?
To be fair, to be honest, I don't really have an idea. I was only commander on both games, so I don't know what was going on through the squad leader's mind. But I would say we have a lot of individually skilled players. So I would say they often focus too much on their individual performance and maybe not enough on the team's performance, perhaps. I'm not too sure.
Okay, fair enough. Now, going into the next... well, actually, we'll stick on this right now. So I think this is the first time a Chapter 2 match has been played in a tournament setting. What are your opinions on this map, or maybe just the Chapter 2 maps in whole? Do you think they have a place in tournaments after tonight?
I think Chapter 2's maps are just trash. They're not balanced at all, especially, it's not playable in a competition. Except maybe Stone, apparently. I don't know if it's because we had the pack 38 instead of the 36. I don't know if that played a big difference. I don't know how the 36 worked. But yeah, I think simply with the tanks, it's not balanced.
Yeah, I agree. And there are a lot of exploits. I'm not going to go over the exploits on stream for obvious reasons, but this map has kind of a lot of exploits. Personally, to me, it's not a map I would like to see again played, but maybe in the future with optimization and especially balance to the German tanks. Going to the tanks, do you know what tank decks you had for both rounds? Because it seems for your first match, you had an extremely strong tank deck compared to the Germans.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all the games, to be honest. All the games, the French just have a better lineup of tanks. I think we had Matilda and 2B1s on the first round. And no idea what we had on the second round, though. And they had... I have no idea what they had. I only saw two P38s. I think that's all I saw. But yeah, just as we said earlier, tanks are just not balanced.
True. Oh, sorry, Flavian, go on.
I think it's better for German to not take tank and just defend with a pack gun, because it's a loss of ticket for nothing,
Yeah, I agree.
With P2, P4 with a short cannon, and P38 is a shitty tank you cannot use versus other tank.
Yeah, we saw that throughout the game. There was one great tank battle in the first match where the Renault 38 literally drove circles around a PT 38. And,
yeah, well, that was really fun to watch.
But you are right. We saw sometime in match 1 that a Pack 88 actually destroyed your B3. Somehow he managed to get behind and build a pack on the first cap and ambush your B3. So again, tank balance in P2 in Chapter 2 is something that needs to be looked at by Periscope. Aside from that, is there any questions or anything you want to add toward the other team before we go into viewer questions?
Fluff?
No.
No, it doesn't seem so then.
I need questions from you guys. All right, then I need your nominations for MVP as well.
Let me check the screens we have.
Yeah.
Chat, viewer questions, throw them at me.
I think just for the fun and the expression we have Mama, but I'm not sure. Unless Polarize decide.
For the second round, yeah, I think Mamar is the VIP MVP. for sure, because it did such a good work with the mines.
Yeah.
And on the first round, I would say Poris and Nirvana, as well as the other tank squad with Andreas, Splata, and I don't remember who was in it.
Leo Lafont.
Leo as well, yeah. I think they both did a great work. I couldn't just name one squad of tanks, to be honest.
Was that the FFI tank squad?
No, it was the one RPC.
Okay, RPC. Yeah. Okay.
And yeah, there was some FFI actually, yeah.
All right, we'll just see if there's any viewer questions then, and I'll let you get on with the rest of your evening. Chat,
Sure.
Do you have any questions for these guys? To be fair, I think most people are gone to bed. It's like, isn't it midnight where you guys are?
Yeah, almost.
Chat, do you have any questions before we get on to the MVV po? This ask is LNO recruitment. It's late for me as well. So one question is LNO recruiting?
It's a troll.
Yeah, it's just like kind of a running joke. We just have this, and at the end of the match, we just say LNO's recruiting. I don't know why it started, but yeah.
Okay, fair enough. What is your next matchup? Like, who are you facing in round 5, which is Velmonen, I believe?
I have no clue. I would need to check on the Ladders Discord. Round 5. We will be facing 501st. The 501st team. The other French team from the ladder.
All right, so we'll quickly talk about that then. Who is the best French team out of you two?
I mean, for my personal ego, I would say our team, but we haven't faced 501st in quite a long time, and they seem to be doing pretty well this later. So I suppose we'll see.
Here's a question I want to pose, because so far in this tournament, both French teams have been very strong, and they're kind of dominating the ladder. Why do you think both French teams are, doing so well?
Because we will not meet in final.
Fair.
Yeah. I think, like Polaris say before, we have a lot of individual skilled player, and that's a strength that keeps us in the lead of the competition. And 501 have the strength to be the world team in tournament.
They only have one team, so there's
one clan.
Yeah.
So there is a lot of comment on peut dire, cohesion in the team.
Communication is easier. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah. That is true, and we have seen from those teams that are one clan, they tend to have better organization, a bit of teamwork. But tonight, you guys, you're 4 clans, right? And you seem to organize quite well, so you're kind of booking that trend a little bit.
Yeah, we have 4 clans and some indie players. As I said, yeah, there's like an entire squad now of indie players. At first, we only had a few, but we have just so many good players that we can't put if we don't have a squad reserved for them. So I think it's kind of a shame. So yeah, we just gave them a squad, and yeah, they're doing really good. They were our best squads, I think, in both games, if I'm not mistaken.
Fair.
And I think we have maybe 4 clans, but you are really playing often with other clans. And for example, LNO, so Le Nouvel Ordre or the New Order, and 7 BCA are often playing together on Scriptum and other game. 1 RPC2, we oftenly play on FFI server, so we are always
yeah, despite being different clans, we play a lot together to increase coordination between our clans, because it was one of our big weaknesses during the first ladder. So we tried to improve that over time. Okay,
fair. I think the final question I've got is from the viewers is why Polarize is so beautiful.
I don't know, man. That's just how I am. I was born this way.
Beautiful, beautiful. Well, do you have any final thoughts to add, you guys, before I let you go?
No, I don't think I have anything to add. It was a very good game. It was fun being interviewed. It was the first time. I hope my English was good enough.
It's been fine, man. It's been fine.
And yeah, it was fun.
All right, then. I appreciate you guys joining me. Congratulations again on this round win, and good luck in your future matches. I'll let you have a let you get on with the rest of your evening now.
Thank you very much, Caesar.
Bye bye, man. Bye 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 bye.
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 Right, chat. We're gonna get on to the MVP vote. So how I do the MVP vote? The MVP vote. 2 from both sides. You guys get to vote in chat. I'm gonna set it up now. Based on what people have been telling me. And this is just going to be a sum up. I'm not going to do an MVP. I'm not going to do MVP for both games. I'm just going to do both match results together. Ram, it's good to see you. Welcome to everyone in chat. I'm sorry I haven't been talking very much. I hope I answered all the. I hope I answered all the viewer questions, or asked all the viewer questions, should I say? Okay. I'm just adding the names now. Okay, 5-minute vote. Starting now. Go vote, chat. Go vote on who you thought was winner. And again, thank you to Polarize and Flavian for joining me. I'm sorry if I pronounce your names wrong. I'm sorry if I pronounce everyone's name wrong. I'm stupid. What can I say? I'm a stupid Englishman. What can I say? There's more people, so cool. Yeah, man. We peaked at 100 views again tonight. So a shout out to everyone, man. Shout out to both clans and everyone who came to support. For every cast so far, we've been pushing or breaking 100 views, which obviously great for me. I'm not going to complain. But it's also great for the community. It helps Scriptum get noticed more on Twitch. It brings more people in, and it shows that the game is still alive. So please, everyone, keep supporting casters when they do these games, because it helps grow the community and it helps show the game is still alive. There's been a lot of talk about Scriptum, how its community is shrinking. But, you know, together, me and you, we can keep this going. This is a dictator poll result. Oh, you know what? I think I'm going to have to cast my personal vote to Hash Brown. I'm giving my vote to Hash Brown. Man, he tried so hard. Him and Jam Falcon, they were just running up against a brick wall for like 20 minutes. And Hash Brown getting friendly fired at the start of the game, trying to blow up that AT gun. I feel bad for him. That's my consolation prize to Hash Brown. That's where my vote's going. The great leader, Mamad, deserves 90% of the votes. Also, I'm sorry to this person here. VAHY. I kept calling you III. Like an anime girl. I don't know. How do you even pronounce that name? Vai. But yeah, appreciate everyone dropping by. Like I said, these videos will be up on YouTube. I'll be uploading both match highlights to YouTube. I'll split them into 2 videos. And also then the interview, I'll also break into its own video and put it up on put it on YouTube. So again, both great result for both teams. I'm looking forward to seeing CoalFR versus 501E. I'm looking forward to seeing that game in round 5. It was nice seeing like the French teams going into this. So I casted the first 501E game for me personally last week, and now seeing the CoalFR, it's been nice seeing how the French teams have been so strong in this tournament, and damn, they really are. They really are. It's good to see more PS streamers. Wabbit is a friend and my old squad lead. Yeah. Wabbit's a good lad. He's an admin for this tournament as well. He was casting this game. I don't think he streams on YouTube, but he will be uploading videos, no doubt, to YouTube as well at some point. So be sure to check him out. If you want a link to my YouTube channel so you can get notifications when my video goes live, link in chat. We just hit 100 subs on the YouTube channel as well. Thank you for everyone for that. That's awesome. I actually need to update that YouTube link because I've got my own custom YouTube link now. But yeah, that was a great game. Can I just ask? Please don't do 2 matches in one night. It's so hard to cast. You know, it's so hard to cast doing 2 games in one night. I'm so tired. I don't speak French. I'm sorry, Porus. De en tank on MVP. The limit to my French is bonjour, ça va bien, merci vous. J'habite Nottingham. Je m'appelle Ryan. That's the limit to my French. Bonjour, ça va. Bonjour and ça va. So how long have we got left on the vote? We've got like a nice French accent, thank you. We've got like 30 seconds left. Cast your votes. I don't think it matters though. I think there's a clear winner for the results tonight. Why is the tank crew MVP? It was nominated by Flavian and I've already forgot his name. Polarized. The French tank crews did very good. I should have probably just left it as all French tank crews because the FFI guys in the Renault, they did really well. But it doesn't matter anyway because Mamard, 85%. Man, we need to look into that. Has some election fraud gone on? I feel every week there's some kind of election fraud and rigging going on. But Mamard, congratulations with the 85% of the votes. I actually can't see the rest. Stop the count! Stop the count! Recount! We need a recount. There was voter fraud. Mass voter fraud like we've never seen. I'm going to call in the best legal team. Stop the count. We won't have this illegal voter fraud anymore. Stop the count. I won. Everyone knows I won. I am the best. Everyone. I can't do Donald Trump. My hands are too big to do a Donald Trump impression. But yeah, congrats, Mamard. You have been voted the MVP for the round 4 tie. I'm not going to do both games. That's just the MVP for both. Congratulations. But everyone from both teams, everyone did a great job. Credit to everyone who played this match. It was a tough match. Chapter 2 maps aren't nice. I'm going to say it.